What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Bird's Eye View. Yours truly, Will I Am in the building with Will. We got Mika J. What's going on, Mika? How you doing?
What it do? I'm good. How you guys doing?
Doing great. Doing
Good,
great.
good.
Another great Tuesday. How about yourself, Bump City? What's going on with you?
Hey, as always, slow motion's better than no motion.
Yeah. Hey,
That's
it's
all.
one day closer to Hump Day. It's a slow week, but we gonna get it rocking and rolling. We gonna get it. We gonna pump up the energy and do what we
Right.
do best. Y'all know how we do. And yes,
Yes, sir.
sir. Yes, sir. Let's go. Let's get it right now. Look, we had a game last Friday. Louisville versus James Madison. I don't know why I left the James Madison out, but we'll fix that. 28-14. Yeah, it's one of those days. 28-14. Um, Friday night, like we talked about it, a little different for some people. That kind of stuff like that. I felt myself like racing to get to the stadium. You know what I'm saying? I had to work and all this kind of stuff, and the tailgating crew, most of them was already there, or they was already at another destination because the threat of rain.
Right,
So
right.
Oh, right.
yeah,
Right.
but I would say this: it was still a lot of people in the parking lot, big time. So that was dope with that. So I was impressed with that. But 28-14, kind of start off kind of sluggish. Louisville was down 7-0 in the first quarter, 7-6 at halftime. Was battling back and forth like they do. Ended up tied at 14 all in the third. Then took control of the game in the fourth quarter. 14 unanswered point, big time. That's the 28-14. Real quick, I'm gonna do some stats for you real quick. Let's get it rocking and rolling with this one. Miller Moss, 13 for 23, 151 yards, one TD, no interceptions. Isaac Brown, 12 carries, 104 yards, one TD, longer 78, which was needed. Chris Bell, four catches, 83
Much needed.
yards, one TD, longer 64. Nice TD that he had. Skinner, the tight end, had two catches, 23 yards. Let me see. Isaac Brown had three catches, 14. Mr. Lacey had 2 and 12. Let's see. I'm going to go with team stats real quick on this one. Um, Total yards, tight. 264 to 263. Louisville by 1 yard.
Wow.
Yeah, big time. It was yeah. Turnovers. James Madison had two. Louisville had one. Penalties. 12 for 95 was James Madison. Louisville 5 for 49. Rushing. They had 126. Louisville had 113. Passing 151. Of course,
Mm,
Louisville 137. So now you can see why a lot of them was mad. James Madison,
yeah.
because they right there. They was right there. They was controlling the game
Yeah.
big time.
Yeah.
Big time. Mika J, what's your thoughts on this game, man? 28-14.
Well, we were texting during the game. So I was, a little frustrated at the first half, but second half we came to play. I mean, we did what was needed to get the win at home. So I was
Hmm.
very happy with the outcome. Um, I do believe that the defense showed up and the offense has a lot of work to do, but
Yeah,
overall, I'm happy. We won.
That's right. Bum City, what's
yeah.
your thoughts?
Hey, like Mika said, at the end of the day, at the end of the year, it's gonna be a W in the column. So you know what I'm saying? We'll clap
Right.
our hands for the W. But as far as the game goes, it was an ugly game, man. I mean, it just seemed like that James Madison did their research on us. And they threw some
Yes.
stuff at us that we hadn't seen, which we hadn't seen this year, which we only played one games. But
Right.
you know what I'm saying? I like that because later on down the line, teams are gonna try to mimic it, and so we should be prepared for it. But it looked like we slept walk through most of the game. It seemed like we didn't come to play that game. And James Madison, their energy and their research on us was top level. They was ready to play. They came to win. And
Yeah.
so, we got to
Yeah.
readjust, man, and fix some things on this off bye week, and hopefully come out next week. Against who's we got next week?
We got Bowling Green next week.
Bowling Green.
Bowling
Come
Green.
out next week against Bowling Green, and you know what I'm saying, and fine tune some things.
I just think my thing was disheartening is that pretty much they was blitzing, they was bringing it. We didn't
Yeah,
really
The
make too
whole
much of.
game.
Yeah, that was their thing. Like let's keep
yeah,
bringing pressures, different pressure from different
Yes.
sides, and we didn't adjust. Like you didn't, and then for
No.
for Brom to
didn't.
say after the game that's on me because they was blitzing. Okay, you got a veteran quarterback. You guys didn't work on blitzes.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
how what's the hot read? What's going on with this? And if they blitz,
Right.
Yeah,
sometimes those
teams not gonna just
blitzes,
let you sit back there and pick them apart.
turn to run blitz, right? So you got to be very careful. You got to know what's going
Hmm.
on. So when you just getting stagnant, that's when you get paid the big bucks. Offensive guru. You and your brother couldn't come up with
Right.
something that we were like, okay, cool. Like it was sluggish. It looked bad.
Yeah.
Couldn't get no
It was an ugly
rhythm.
game.
Couldn't get no rhythm, but that's what they
No,
needed to do. That's what James Madison needed to do to get the win. And thank goodness
ugly the
for
game up.
thank God for the defense, doing what they
Yeah.
need to
Right.
do. Thank God that
Did the thing.
Brown and all that stuff at the end. But yeah, defense looks good and all that. But like I said, my concern is I don't expect to see the leadership that we have and the veteran quarterback can't make an adjustments in the game with these blitz.
Right.
So or I mean, we don't want you to throw nobody in the bus. Or was the lineman is that sucky that they couldn't pick up stuff?
Right.
I see you, Mika J. Hold on,
Right.
I see you. I see you. I see you. I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give you an opportunity. I'm gonna give you an opportunity. Wait, no. We're gonna come back to this, but I'm gonna give you an opportunity on this one. Right? Is this the one? No, right here. Let's get this one. This is what I want to do. Grades for the offensive defense. So this is gonna give you opportunity to because I saw it coming out. So go ahead. So talk about the offense, talk about defense, and we can grade them. So let's do the offense first, guys. Let's do offense. Mika J, the floor is yours.
Offense, I gave that this isn't everybody on offense. This is really just the offensive line, in my opinion,
Okay.
a C minus. I mean, because Moss was getting hammered, dude. I mean, he got sacked a couple times. Like they just wasn't protecting him the way that I felt that they should have. It was just like you said, it was
Right.
almost like they weren't expecting the blitz. Like
Mhm.
they didn't do their homework as far as watching film, because I'm pretty sure the way James Madison came out, that's what they're known for, is blitzing. I just didn't feel that they were prepared.
Right. The crazy thing is that Miller Mawson has said that all the film they watched, they wasn't blitzing like that.
Oh, really?
Mm.
Mm-hmm. He said
So
they
they just
wasn't
decided
blitzing.
to do that
Yeah.
against us.
It's a big game.
Wow.
This the big game. That's
But,
what you
but you know
do.
what? They
You
probably
save it.
and they probably seen something on tape.
Oh, you,
You
you
know, they
got to
probably
throw.
seen something on
Yeah,
tape that exploited that.
But you
Yeah.
got to throw the sink.
probably.
You're going to a team
Yeah.
that many people think has a chance to be college football playoffs. This is your chance to
Yeah.
get that other lower
Yeah.
level five,
Yeah.
whatever, to get that spot. You got to throw the kitchen sink, and that's what they did. And so you didn't see it on
And that's
tape. I
exactly
get
what
it.
they did.
You didn't see it on tape. Okay, well,
Maybe.
adjust to it.
Adjust.
Right.
That's all. This is adjust.
Yeah.
Bump.
That's what it's all about. Adjustments.
Yeah.
Yep. Go ahead, Bump.
Now, Mika got to give her a defensive grade.
Now we're gonna go back to the defense. We're gonna offense
Oh, he
all
said
across.
offense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Offense.
hmm
Okay, offense. Okay. I'm going the same thing. I'm gonna go a C. They would have get the minus, but they end up playing a little bit better in the second half. So you know what I'm saying. As far as like Mika said, the offensive line, the
hmm
running backs is predicated on the offensive line, so they couldn't get moving. And
Right.
like I was texting y'all during the game, we got to get something outside because they clog in the middle.
Yep.
and bringing they bringing the linebackers and they bringing that extra
Yeah.
defensive end,
Yep.
you know what I'm saying, on the line and rushing him in. So I said, if we get anything, we gonna have to get it on the outside, which eventually we did in the second half because we kept steadily trying to go on the inside against them. And I knew it wasn't gonna work because they was bringing too many people up the
Right.
middle.
Right.
So I'm
Every
gonna give the
time I
offense a
kept getting
C,
mad.
and it's not so right. And I don't know if it's so much the offense or the play calling.
Mm.
You know,
Yes, sir.
Maybe.
the play calling. You know, you
Maybe.
like you said. Well, you got to adjust. You got to adjust, man. When you see them bringing get something on the edge.
Right.
You got to get
Right.
something on
Yeah.
the edge.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go a C on the offense.
Yeah, I'm gonna ride with you guys, and I'm gonna go a little harsh like Mika J. I'm gonna say C minus just for the simple fact that's the point.
Mhm.
The coaches, what's the hot reads at? Y'all ain't
Right,
practice this, like quick passes out, let them
right,
go.
right.
Didn't see that, and really, you're fortunate this was a home game. What would this look like
Yeah,
if this was
Right.
at James Madison? You know what I'm saying? I mean,
right.
the energy
That is
fill
true,
out,
right?
all this kind of stuff, and like, the offensive line, like you said, Mika, stat wise, 3 sacks, but dude was hit all night long.
All
So
night.
you ain't got to
Yeah,
sack, you ain't got to sack nobody to go ahead and send a message, and like that clock is speeding
Not
up,
at
and
all.
that's what they did. They big time. That was.
Yeah.
Is this something I wasn't
and and,
expecting?
and
Go ahead.
And will about what do you do when a team is? How do you keep a team honest when they constantly bringing pressure and blitzing? What do you call?
Man, you got it's several things you can do, but I'm going. First of all, I'm going. I'm doing hot reads, and I'm throwing a bomb on their ass. I'm spraying. I'm putting that fur. I'm putting that fur in them. You got to
Right,
make them honest. You got to check it out there, dude.
screen pass.
Screen
You
passes,
throw a screen.
screen passes,
Yeah, you didn't do
running
no.
backs in
I
the
think you
flats.
called it one screen pass. Yeah,
I ain't
you
seen
do
a.
all that to get on
I
the edge. To keep them honest.
Yeah, you got those running backs. You got
Well,
several running
guys,
backs.
to be
Yeah,
fair, he did throw the ball a couple of times, and Bell both times missed the ball, dropped the ball. So
yeah.
it's
He
not
was
like
drop. He
he
did have a
didn't try
drop
to
season.
throw the ball.
Yeah, yeah. But sometimes you could just do flares. Like Bump said,
Right.
flares, do screens, keep them honest, whatever. But hell, how many screens have we
Yeah.
seen? How many screens have we seen in 3 years?
I see one that whole game that got blown up. That was it.
Like, like,
That was it.
maybe that was a John Allen Petrino thing. I mean, which we used to love doing that because
Maybe.
that's
Yeah.
gonna catch somebody off guard. But yeah, I didn't see it either. Mika J, the defense. What you got?
I'm gonna give the defense my opinion, an A minus. I thought they really came out to play. They really kept us in the game, honestly. Especially
Hmm.
when what's his name? Lubin got that sack in the end zone.
Mm-hmm.
That was
Yeah.
major, and that happened at a timely manner. You know what I'm saying? So in my eyes,
Hmm.
I think the defense did what needed to be done to they kept us in that game.
Yep, yep.
Right.
But go ahead, Bump.
I'm gonna give them a B because we know that that's one thing about James. They're not a offensive juggernaut team. So the defense played great aside from the one first drive that they had in the second half. Jim, you had
Right.
in the second half and
Mm-hmm.
scored. But overall, like me said, they kept us in the game. If it wasn't for them, I believe that what I'm saying. JMU's offense leaves a lot to be desired because they couldn't pass the ball.
Yeah,
And
no.
what I'm saying, our defense was, what I'm saying, linebackers and stuff was playing a great game. But I'm gonna give them a B because I know there's room for improvement.
Right, 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 right. You know what? I'm gonna do B plus. I'll do B plus just because
Okay.
when you can bring that pressure and anytime you score on defensive side of the ball is major.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like Mika J said, at that time when you need it, you know what I'm saying? And they knew you was
Yeah.
coming.
Yes.
You had to get rid of and you couldn't. It remarkable, man. And let's say it, let's be real. We're not too far removed. That even last year and the years before, defense wasn't gonna win this kind of game. Wasn't gonna keep us in this kind of
No.
game.
No.
Would have gave up more, even
Yeah.
though we knew we faced teams before that wasn't passing teams or jacking our offense, but we still couldn't slow them down. You know, it was
Right.
asking too
Right.
much. So I'll go B plus. Very impressed, but that's what makes it concerning with that offense. So I hate to go back. That if you had your offense together, this would probably been a 42-14 or something.
Right. A true
Without question.
blowout. Yeah.
It
Yeah.
is what it is. All right, let's step a step back right here. Who is your MVP? Bump. Let's start with you. Who's your MVP? And don't steal Mika
I'm gonna go
J's.
with Isaac Brown, man. I'm gonna go with Isaac Brown because I mean he busted the game open for us. I mean, it could have been easy for him to get frustrated with the way that the blocking was going early, but
True.
what I'm saying, he fought through it and busted a 78-yard long touchdown,
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
longest
Yeah.
of his career, I believe. So I'm gonna go with him because he stayed the course and fought the battle and busted it open for us. So I'm gonna go with him.
Mika J, who you rolling with?
Well, I have two this
Now,
week.
don't be stealing.
So
Mhm.
Don't be stealing mine. You better stick to one.
I'm sorry. Um, TJ Quinn
Mm,
is one. And then they're
mm.
both defense. They're both
Okay.
yeah. And Lubin, the 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 one who had the sack.
Defensive line. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Mika's always stealing. Got to double down and
Did I
say
steal
two.
it
Uh, I mean, come on now. Goodness gracious. Mine was gonna be Lubin. Mine was gonna be Lubin. Just because this to come in with that hype that that you knew that they had to probably pay him because he's that defensive end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the leaders in sacks last year, and that's what he's doing now, and we'll get into that. But yeah, I have to go with him on it, big time. Just they are doing things that they did last year. You know what I'm saying? At a quicker pace. Let's just hope everything stays together. Let's put it that
Everybody
way.
stay healthy.
Yeah,
Right.
Right.
let's just hope that. Uh, Duke Watson not involved in the offense. Should we be concerned? Or should we have concern? Should be. What you got? What you thinking, Mika J?
I do think that we should be concerned. I wouldn't be well. Don't be surprised if he hits that portal because I mean he was major part of the offense last year. I just think he needs to be utilized more. I mean, we know who we are, but he's nice. You know what I'm saying? He's that nice coming in on that second
Mm,
string. So why wouldn't you be having him running more plays?
true, true. Um, I'm gonna step in. My yes, it's always concern. I think the major concern is the running backs. Period. As far as Isaac Brown needs more than 12 carries to me. Dude, dude,
For
dude,
sure.
dude needs at least I'd say 15 to 20 between that type, and then give Duke Watson 15. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm looking at this. They only rushed 30 times, but I'm seeing. I mean, Miller Moses was because he's running for his life. Kewan Brown four carries. Lacey two. Like those six, just give them to Duke or give them
Yeah,
more
that's what I
to
didn't
Brown.
understand.
Yeah, like cut all that out. Focus on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you what, to go off a bump, I would love to see Mr. Watson get a screen. You know what I'm saying? Like let's feature
Yeah.
him a couple of times because he's explosive too. Like I just think that this
Yes.
not using him enough is a concern, and we talked about that. You may not be able to kick both of them anyway. Going into it, it sounds
We
good.
did talk about
They
that.
all buddies and stuff like this, but now it's game time. I done got a total of about
Yeah.
20 yards in 2 games. I ain't eating.
Right.
What you thinking, Bump?
It's concerning, which is still early and the jury's still out on him because I'm trying. I guess he's trying to maneuver, see how he's going to give these carries to each back. Cause you got what's a freshman? The other one's a freshman that's getting they got the
Brown?
4 carries. Is he a true freshman?
Nah,
Yeah,
Brown's
Yeah.
like
Brown, other Brown.
Brown. Kewan Brown
So
He was redshirt, right?
he actually Kewan Brown is a sophomore. So all three of them are
Yeah, he's a
sophomores.
sophomore.
sophomore.
Mm-hmm.
So So you trying to? It's everybody wants to eat at the end of the day.
Yes, sir.
Everybody wants to be full, and everybody's trying to get to the next level. So it's concerning of how he's going to maneuver this going forward because, we know
Yeah.
Brown, Isaac Brown is the workhorse and the star running back. But like you said, Watson, he has just as much ability, and I'm pretty sure other schools are getting his ear and be
Already.
like, well, you can be getting the
Right.
same carries that Brown is going to get. You know what I'm saying? You come here and we're going to pay you just the same. So it'll be interesting at the end of the year if he doesn't get what he thinks he deserves. We was lucky to get him back this year because if it was me, I would
We
have seen him
were.
right on the. But he had a great freshman year.
No.
I want to eat
And
too.
that's what I'm saying. So
I
what's
want
the
to be the man
difference
too.
between this year and last year? Because it seems like they both evenly had the ball. Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, why are you, is it something going on in practice that we don't know about? Because why would Brown be in when those are carries that Watson could be having?
Yeah. And don't
Yeah,
forget, we also we had another back too last year. I forget his name, but we had another one. Because Brown ended up, of course, having more carries than Duke.
Yeah.
But when Duke was in there, he was so
yeah,
effective. So you might say 4 series versus 2 series. But that 2 series, he's getting, 8 to 9 carries, not 5 or 2 and stuff like that. We was
right.
running the ball. We was like, hey, let's do this. And
Right.
so what did you tell this guy? You had to tell him something. You had to say, hey, you come back. We're gonna make sure you get these carries. So unless he's got
Yeah,
some kind of nagging injury or something that we don't know, uh,
And maybe that's
come
what it
on.
is.
We need to see
Maybe we
something.
don't know.
yeah,
Because running back is different. You don't want Brown to get beat up. You want to make sure he's still
right.
fresh for the long call. You got two
Right.
starters. You
For the
gotta you
long
gotta
haul.
gotta do
Yeah.
something. You got 2 starters.
And what people know, Brown is on the slight side. He's
Yeah,
small.
yeah. He's just
So
stocky
Yeah.
he's
with the
not what
ball.
you call a
Yeah,
workhorse. Yeah, he's not no workhorse running back. So you got to kind of split the carries.
yeah. And that's why you bring in a Kewan Brown who's bigger than them, or a Boykins that you turn
Right.
from wide receiver who's like six
Yeah.
one. Yes, you do that, and
Yeah.
that's it. And then maybe they thought that they was just gonna come and just knock James Madison in the head, and everybody was gonna eat. Because, like I said,
Right.
people fail to realize that some of those blitzes are run blitzes. So they fill in those gaps, and if you call a running play, you're dead. You out of there. So
Yeah.
you know,
What happened several times, right?
right, right. So
Indeed.
get it together. Get it together. Get it together. I tell you, it spell check is wonderful with Apple. There we go. Clev Lubin, hot start. And what's remarkable is that this guy, like I said earlier, this is what he was known for, and he has not let down one bit.
Mm.
Uh, to me, he's got that old um, Dwayne White, Doomerville type stuff, bro.
Yeah.
Michael
Yeah.
Josiah, they get off like Michael Josiah.
Yeah.
All those bro. Joe Johnson, like you knew that those was pass rushers, and he has to look and he's fast off the ball. It's just ridiculous what he's doing. Like he's saying, whatever they spent on him, yeah, it's well deserved. Granted, it's only
Money.
two
Yeah.
It was
games.
worth it.
Right, right. It's only two. You know what I'm saying? Only 2 games, but 3.5 sacks, forced fumble, doing his thing. Still got 14 tackles. So he's sticking his nose in there. He's not just hunting for sacks. Hey, hot start, Mika J. One of your MVPs. What's your thoughts on Mr.
He
Clev?
was he was one of my MVPs. He's just nice, and I believe he's tied for first in the country for the most
Mm.
sacks
Mm-hmm.
for a defensive back. So he's just he
Mika with them
he was the
notes.
game changer, honestly. In my what'd you say?
I said, look at Mika with them notes.
Let me check it off.
Check it out, Mika.
You know I go search you.
Right. 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 I
I
like
just feel
it.
like he was the game changer for Friday. Like if that didn't happen when it happened, I don't know if the momentum would have changed. You know what I'm saying? That was the major shift for
Right,
us.
right. Right.
Right.
Bump City.
I just be expecting for them double teams to start coming in these
Chip.
major games.
Yeah.
Once you go up to Pittsburgh, we should open up somebody else. So you know what I'm saying? Once they start double teaming him, which they are, because like you say, he's leading the nation. So he's on the film study. He's one to watch that they're talking about in film study now.
Oh
So
yeah. Yes,
look
sir.
for somebody else to start
Yeah.
stepping up when the double teams are coming because they're gonna start coming for him.
Yeah.
So, but far as him
Right.
this year, you couldn't ask for a better start for him, man. I mean,
Right.
he's doing what he's supposed to do right now.
You
What he's
know,
supposed to do.
and you hit on the head. Hopefully, man. I
Yeah,
mean, he's that type. I mean, granted, he's 6'3", he's 250. You're gonna have to create advantages for him too because they are gonna chip him. You know, the tight end, the running backs,
yeah,
whoever it's on their side is they gonna know where
Yeah.
number 50 is or whatever, without a doubt. So you're gonna need Green and Bailey and all those other guys to step up. You're absolutely right. Well, you know, because by the time the fourth game comes, everybody's got tape on everybody and everybody knows your moves.
yeah.
It gets tougher.
Yep.
It gets tougher. So yeah, we're gonna need
They might just start
everybody.
moving him around a little bit.
Yeah,
They
you know,
might just start moving him around a little bit on
Maybe.
that line.
they will, but don't. The thing about it being 250, you can only move around so much. You can't you know except
Right.
on passing downs, and then you really kind of limit his reach unless you're doing loops and things like that. Stunts, yes,
Right.
you can do stunts, you free him up. But if you just do heads up against a 300 some pounder, he ain't gonna win that. Not no guard. You know what I'm saying? Because
Uh,
he got the center
right.
and the tackle. But yeah, I mean, what's
Right.
weak side versus strong side, right? You got to do that. He's gonna like where they don't have the tight end, go ahead and get on that side. Do whatever you have to do, and hopefully, y'all guy will go ahead and make sure those changes are real. Y'all guy, y'all guy, y'all guys,
That's me. That's Nita's boy.
y'all guy.
That's me.
Well, y'all guy wasn't hearing none of that. Brom English, he did exchange after that timeout was called. Brom felt that it was wasted, couldn't believe it, and it
Hmm.
was chewing old boy out, and he was like, "Dude, go on somewhere with
Out.
that.
Yeah,
Leave me alone. I'm doing my thing."
yeah,
I mean, and it's cool because you don't want both. You know, that's the head coach. That's respect, and you don't want both coaches going at it. But
right.
hopefully at the end of the game, when they was in the office and stuff, it was more mad at his own offense and mad because I probably
Yeah,
needed it.
yeah.
I needed that timeout, and I got mad
He's
because I
still on
might
my
have needed.
point, Wood. He's
Yeah,
still on my point.
I might need to get that timeout from my offense. My offense kind of sucky,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we can't be wasting. So I can see that, but it's gonna. You don't want to see that big time
Right.
like that. Go ahead, bump. Go ahead, and jump on it.
Hey, like you just said, man. I think he was more pissed off at the offense, but he should have been directing that towards his little brother,
Mm,
the
Yeah.
offensive coordinator. You know what I'm saying? Because the defense was playing a great game. I understand that they got misaligned. There was some questions on the defense, people not right in the right spots or whatever. And they had to use the timeout.
right.
But damn, the defense is playing lights out. That's why my man pointed to the scoreboard. We doing our part, is what
I
he said. Pretty much said, we doing our part.
Right.
Handle y'all's, man. Get up in that booth, man, and get on your little brother, that the offensive coordinator that's getting paid for watching the game with a bird's eye view. That's the real bird's eye view right there. It's his brother.
know.
Cause we know who got the cord and who's whispering the plays in.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Get in your brother's ass.
The
If
quarterback
he's the
whisperer.
offensive coordinator and he's running up the middle when these teams are blitzing, it
Yeah.
kind of ticked me off. I'm not an English fan, man, but God, direct it towards the right person.
Right.
Look in that mirror, because we
I
know
was
you
getting ready to
calling these
say.
bum ass plays.
Get ready to say. He had
Yeah,
to look at himself big time.
yeah.
Mika, what's your thoughts on the heated exchange?
I don't really know if it was an exchange. It was more like Braun was just cussing and English was like, man, whatever. just
Yeah,
he didn't really say too much back with him. He just kind of looked at him like, man, bye. I'm talking to my players. So
yeah.
I just thought it was funny. I was cracking up because all I kept thinking about is how bad y'all talked about him. So I was just like, this is so funny.
Yeah.
Hey, in due time.
Y'all, you're not gonna include yourself in that, me?
In due time.
You
I
heard
In
what
due
she
time.
said, y'all.
Y'all, y'all.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Don't go down there somewhere and give up 40 points. You know what I'm saying? Don't
Right.
do that.
then I'll talk about it.
Right.
Then I'll say something.
Yeah.
Way to stand up, Ron. Just point the finger, do what you gotta do, brother. It's okay. We all
Yeah.
know who needed the timeout and sit in the corner somewhere. Big time.
Right. The
So
Yeah.
chewing.
yeah, right. Yeah, he ain't gonna tell nobody, but that's all right. That's cool. Let's see what we got. Let's see. Speaking of that, Mr. English was on fire. Named assistant coach of the
See?
week in the ACC, doing this thing, and I mean, hey, everybody was pointing at a lot of different question marks on the team, and a lot of it was what's that line gonna look like? What's the DBs look like? Solid with the linebackers, but this does question mark, and we all went through that last year. That they finally the switch came on,
We
and
did.
they was listening to him, and the defense looked better. You know what I'm saying? Than it did at the beginning. So it's like they done really
Yeah.
picked up from last year. But what's remarkable is that these are new players. So I don't know,
Yeah.
not all of them are new, but majority of them are new, and they fitting right in and looking good, man. And very impressed with that. Mika J, since Ryan English fan, what's your thoughts on him winning that coach of the week, assistant coach of
I
the
mean, I
week?
think he deserved it. I've been talking about the defense this whole show, so why not? That's so fitting that he got the ACC assistant coach of the week. He deserved it. They
Right.
did what needed to be done to get us that win and bring it on home.
Bum City.
Yeah. That's what that point was for. He pointed toward the scoreboard. He was like, my defense is holding up.
Right.
He said, get your offense in order, man. We holding our end up of the deal. So that's what when he was pointing
Doing
at
our part.
scoreboard, that's probably what he's thinking, man. Yeah, we doing our job. Handle yours. So I'm glad he got it, man, this week because we know people. We've been on them for the last couple of years as far as the defense, and so the start of the year, defense has been the high point of the season for us
Yes,
so
sir.
far.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
So
sir.
rightfully deserved, man. I'm happy for the brother.
Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah.
Big time. Real quick. Let's see. Dr. Dion Woods. Good evening, fellas.
What's going on, D?
Good evening, Shannon Woods, Dr. Woods also.
What's up,
Uh,
Shan?
Joseph Russell, good evening. How you doing, Joseph? It's a big time
Hi.
right
All right,
there.
Joe.
Thanks for watching.
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, that's good shit. Let's see here. Mm. This right here kind of hurts the heart. Hopefully things will work out. Starting
Mm,
linebacker Stanquan Clark injured his ankle.
good.
Say, I heard today that it may be in October when we get him back.
Oh
So
wow.
Mm,
it might be a high ankle sprain, which is like the
yeah,
worst. And that linebacker crew, I love it. The veterans, stuff like that. You knew that you can count on them. I just hate that happened. But if it's ankle,
yeah.
at least he can come back. You know what I'm saying? At least he can come back.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Next man up. Like I said, next man up.
Yeah,
Like how we was talking,
Right.
NIL money. These dudes got some money in their pocket. I hope you got whoever else is coming up there to take that spot. Let's go. And I know, and that's tough shoes to follow because dude's a hell of a linebacker. He's been a hell of a linebacker, but
Yeah.
yeah. He's the
next
leader of the
man up.
defense.
Next man up. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Bump, what you thought of losing Clark, man?
Man, which that's the first I heard that you know what I'm saying, you said that he's probably gonna come back in hopefully in October. I'm thinking, you know what I'm saying, we might not get him back, period. So it's good to hear that he has the, you know what I'm saying, possibility of coming back playing with us because I believe he's the one that calls the defense. He's the leader of the defense, middle linebacker. He's calling the defense. So
Mm.
that would have
Mm-hmm.
been hurtful. That would have been very hurtful if he didn't come back because he's been killing this year also. He's a mainstay on that defense. So, but to hear that, you know what I'm saying, you hate to see him getting walking off like that and them carrying him
Yeah.
off or whatever. But I'm
Mm-hmm.
glad to hear that. You know what I'm saying? It looked a lot worse than I thought it, you know what I'm saying, than it actually
Yeah.
was. So it's good to hear that he has the, you know what I'm saying, potential to come back in October.
Right, right. What you thinking, Mika?
I'm like you. I hate that that happened to him, but I do think that whoever has that opportunity, like it's your time to shine. Like you now, what are you gonna do? Like that's the thing about college sports or sports period. When someone gets injured,
Hmm.
it's your time. Well, are you ready or are you not ready
Yeah,
when your number's
yeah,
called? So whoever has this
yeah,
opportunity, I hope that we're like, oh, we didn't really lose much, or you know what I'm saying, that he filled in the gap very nicely. But I do think that for
right.
Clark, with us having this bye and then Bowling Green next, it's kind of in his favor. Like, you know what I'm saying? He
Yeah.
gets to
Yeah, you can.
rest and
Yeah,
get that time
Yes,
to
yes.
recuperate. So hopefully he might be back even before, by maybe the the 1st of October. Who knows?
Right.
it's
Yeah, that's
hopefully the Pittsburgh game.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I hope fingers crossed on that because that's right after the Bowling Green, right? So that's the 27th.
Hmm.
So I think we still play them in
Right.
September. But it's
Yeah.
tough. It's tough, especially that you know the ankle injury, high ankle. So we're gonna see what's can do. Get back soon, my guy. Get back soon. I want everybody to know
Yeah.
that the game on the 20th is noon. Now,
Get that on up through her.
for selfish reasons, I hate noon games. I do.
Yeah.
I like the tailgate and getting out there at
It's an early day.
8 9 o'clock in
Yeah,
the
it is.
morning is not my cup of tea. I want to do like that. And Bowling Green, it is what it is. How? What y'all thought about? I mean, do y'all care that it's early? Get it over with. See if we win. You can watch another good game or something. I don't know. What y'all think?
Go ahead, B.
I think when we don't play, you know what I'm saying, when it's not a highly anticipated game, I'm cool with a noon game.
Mm-hmm.
Cause yeah, get it over with. Let's have the rest of our day. I think I like the more competitive games to be, that 3:30 or that 7 o'clock on a Saturday.
Yeah,
But I'm
yeah.
okay with this at 12.
Mm. Bum City.
I don't too much care for noon games. I mean, like you said, I like the anticipation, the build up to it. You know, the all day waiting, and you know what I'm saying. You watching other games and wonder what your team's gonna do. It's good to get up and you know what I'm saying, watch the game days and whatnot, and you know what I'm saying. I just like the 3:40, 3 o'clock games, the late games. Where people can get riled up and ready. 12 o'clock games, I mean, you wake up, go out there and play, and then you waiting around, wait for Kentucky to lose.
they I think they're playing at 9:30 in the morning. I don't think they want to see
Yeah,
that either.
yeah.
They had it,
Playing
but
this on the Pee Wee schedule. They got the
yeah,
Pee Wee schedule. Let me
yeah,
stop.
yeah.
Y'all crazy.
They they playing at 9:30 when I'm up at the Papa John's L&N Stadium drinking tequila sunrise.
Right,
It's
right.
great. Mimosas and shit in the morning. I don't do all
Right.
that. I don't want to do all that. But hey, it is what it is. And so everybody, the game is noon, September the 20th. And real quick before we get out of here, I want to send this here. Let's see. Something that dropped today.
Before we get out of here, the basketball schedule for the ACC was
Mm,
released today.
yes, yes,
That is what's on the
yeah.
screen. I don't need to be
There
seen.
you go.
Mm,
There it is, right there, right in your face. Starting it off with California. So we got the West Coast swing right out the bat. I'm glad. Let's get that over with, so we won't have to, doing at the end of the season, playing somebody good and go
Right.
out there and play them two programs, which is not really good at this moment. So you looking at the 30th, and then come back on, and I think it was the second to play Stanford. Then you got the biggie, the six, right? I mean the
Mm,
Duke.
six or the seven, Duke. Then Boston College,
Yep.
Virginia. As you can tell, that we got Duke twice on here, which is what we needed. Let me boom, which was needed. We already knew that was going to happen with them. Let me see. North Carolina sitting down there hiding in February, kind of late at North Carolina. That's going to
mm,
be another good one just because, I really
Hmm.
wish, to be honest, I think they kind of dropped the ball with this one as far as you got us playing Duke early and then we come back and play them again on the 20, what's that,
Like
20,
2 weeks
the 6th.
later.
Yeah, like that Duke game,
It's 20 days later.
if you really care, I mean, granted, we know that Duke and North Carolina is always going to be the last game. You know what I'm saying? When they follow up, but we should have been at least the second to the last, or even where we played Clemson,
yeah.
because that may be for the championship, the ACC.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? A lot of things can happen before that, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Notre Dame. I mean, this the list of who we play. Like Mika J said, as far as conference, man, tough schedule. But is the ACC good this
Tough.
year?
Yeah.
Is the ACC good this year?
Yeah.
I
That's what
guess
we're
we'll
gonna
We
find
find
won't
out.
out.
know. I mean, so many with the transfer portal. Yeah.
Yeah.
They got to win some out of
It's
conference
gonna be hard to
games.
tell
And
because
honestly, do we
without
care if
question.
the ACC is good? Because PK has went out and got us a lot of tough games that are non-conference.
Yeah.
So
True.
we just need to play Louisville basketball.
Yeah, but we're Louisville, so
Yeah.
we're gonna have to win that championship. I'll be second with that schedule.
Yeah.
We can't be like
Yeah.
third or fourth, and all of a
Yeah.
sudden we're gonna be, and win all those games. They'll put our asses fourth, fifth seed in Lex or whatever the hell.
Mm-hmm.
Something.
Well,
So, because my
that
thing
Right.
is what
is,
it is, right?
you got to take care of business. You got to take care of business. I
Yeah.
You
mean,
do.
this is set up for you. This, I mean, I don't see. I mean, like I said, I
You,
see Duke and North Carolina, NC State. I don't know. What you gonna say, Buck?
um. No, I lost train of thought. You know.
I
It's. I
said,
mean, what else was I gonna say? So
I
we got
said,
the team for it.
I
we
said, young
we
age,
got the
man.
team for the. You know what I'm saying, for the schedule.
I said,
Hey,
young age,
We
brother.
definitely have the team for
we
the
got the team
schedule.
for it. We got the team for it, man.
I should have put that. Hey, I should have put the schedule over you because you can just block out, space out, or what the hell you did.
He
It's
should have had.
Right.
that's all good. That's all good. We do have the team for it.
Yeah, no doubt.
We
No
can't
doubt.
wait. We can't wait for it to start. But we got to take care of business in football first, and all these other sports that we do.
Yeah.
Mika
Yeah.
J, what you leaving the people with today?
Thank you for everyone who is tuned in right now on the live feed. Also, if you could share, comment, let us know what you like, what you didn't like. If there's this particular topic you want us to talk about next week, let us know that also. But thank you for watching and go cards.
Ding. There you go. Bump City.
Hey, I just want to leave with everybody with go cards. Tell a friend, you know what I'm saying? Go out and tell a friend about us. You know, we appreciate it. Pick up the views and, comment. Don't just sit and watch us sometimes. Comment. We love to hear from y'all. We'll read your
Right.
comment on the air or whatever. So, comment and engage with us. So, but so we love and appreciate everything that, what I'm saying, y'all do bring to the table, the ones that do comment and share and enjoy our content.
Big time, big time. Hey, couldn't say it any better. Make sure. Also, if you got some players you want to see versus each other, who we think is better, who was better at University of Louisville, please let us know. You can do that through the comment, or you can do it on the main page. It makes no difference. You can do it when you come back and see it. These videos is on pretty much all the platforms. It's on X right now, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, that kind of stuff like that. I'll download some clips later on to go ahead and put on it too. So thank you guys for what you have done and continue to do. And like Mika J said, share, follow, all that good stuff. We really appreciate you guys. We out. Peace out.
Bye.